Hello everyone, this is Marta from Drop of Sunshine. Welcome back in my studio, my friends. Today I have this Simply Cards and Papercraft issue number 230, and this is the issue where you can get these free downloadable design papers I've created for you. The link to the free downloads you will find down below in the description area. Now, have a look on this beautiful free gift for this issue. This is a beautiful stamp set which also had some stencil which will help you to create this beautiful flower vase. So I really like it. There is some border stamp which is like over 6 inches long, and this is the stamp I'm planning to use as well. First and foremost, this is the video. I'm not sure which one I will post first, but this is video which I was showing you on my other video tutorial. I've just recorded the video tutorial where I am sharing with you how to make the video for your YouTube channel. So if you're new to YouTube, or if you're wondering you would like to start your YouTube channel, please have a look on the video. I will link it somewhere over here, so I'll probably post the first this YouTube video tutorial, so I could link it here, and then I will walk you step by step through my equipment, my video setup, and everything what I'm doing from start to finish up to the uploading the YouTube video. Now, going back to my card, I'm just grabbing ready-made card base. This is 6x6 white card base. They are slightly smaller than 6x6, but that's what they come. I think they come in a packs of 50 of each, and I've bought mine on the Craft Stash. Now I am using this wow embossing powder. This is the big container of this metallic gold embossing powder, which is one of my favorite, and this one I have directly from the Wow company. They do sell them in those big jars, so have a look because they are really great price point, especially if you like to do lots of embossing. So I am stamping this little like a border, and then I will be doing the same border on all 4 sides. Once I was editing the video, I've just chopped it a little bit, so I'm only showing you first one and the last one, but I've been doing exactly the same thing. I am just changing the paper, moving it around, and then what did I do? Oh, here I am embossing the other side. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because when I was trimming this video, I was actually in the middle of recording another video tutorial, so I didn't pay a full attention on how I was editing this video, because I was at the same time recording another one. So you can compare them together if you like and see how it all went. So I am adding the same strip for the 4th side of my card, and here I did a little mistake. I was moving so fast, and once I hit my embossing powder, I instantly touched the corner of my card, and then some of that beautiful embossing design has been actually smudged a little bit, but it was easy fix. The pattern is kind of forgiving, I would say, the stamp set. So I've just tried to, if you act quick enough, you can add your embossing powder straight away, but obviously I wasn't as fast, so then I've just grabbed the same stamp set and I just partially stamp it just a little bit on the corner where I smudge my embossing. So it is a little bit teeny tiny thicker line, which I don't mind, and it's better than starting from the beginning. Now I have this little mat which I cut before for my card front, and then I will be doing some coloring. But because I know I have only 1 hour and a half to pick up my son, I've decided I'm not gonna be doing any coloring on this beautiful floral stamp. Instead of that, I'm gonna add the color to the background. this is another trick and tip for those of you, my friends, who doesn't like coloring. Try to switch the sides. Instead of a coloring image, just color the background and leave your image black and white. Here I'm gonna be doing this smudging technique, and as you can see, I've placed my Distress Oxide ink pad directly on the glass mat, but for this peacock feather one, the spoon sugar I've smeared directly on a glass mat, but the peacock feather one I added with the finger dabber. I did it because I didn't want to have too much of the peacock feather color, and secondly, the darker colors, if you press your ink pad straight on the mat, you can sometimes have those harsh line from your ink pad. So that's why I like to use the dabber, because then I have more control over how much I'm adding the color to my card. Then I did another layer, just a little bit with the extra layer with this pink color, and then I'm just gonna add couple extra splatters. I'm doing that just to give it a little bit extra interest and a little bit more to my design. So here you can see I'm just having it all done, and then I will be proceeding with stamping my flower composition. I don't want my composition to be flat, so for that I'm gonna stamp the main image with the same gold embossing powder, and then I will stamp it additionally twice, but I'm gonna be focusing on this big flower which is in the center. So I don't need, for my two other stamps, I don't need the full image. I'm only needing this part with the with this big flower which is in the center of this composition. And here you can see the embossing pad I have. This is very dirty, almost looking like a black, but this is the embossing ink pad. Whenever I'm stamping some images with the black, and then I would like to go over with the another layer of the embossing, I'm using this dirty ink pad. And this also helps me that whenever I have the complicated design and I would like to use some silver or gold or any other of the dark color embossing powder like red, green, I could use this pad, because then it will give me this very delicate impression, which then will be covered with the embossing powder. But thanks to it, I have 100% guarantee that I am seeing where I'm stamping. So if my image needs to be restamped a second time, then I can go over it, and I don't have this surprises that I'm putting the powder on and then I am realizing that some part of my embossing powder hasn't been stamped properly, and the embossing powder is not sticking to it. Now I am grabbing my scissors, and this is the Spring Action scissors. I've been saying this many times. These are just made for fussy cutting. If you like to cut your images around, these are by far, this is my favorite scissors. I've been using for quite a long time. It takes a little bit to learn how to use them, but once you get a hold of it, they are just fantastic. They sharp and they really easy to use, and they do not get your hands tired. So if you have a lot of the images to cut out, especially if you're using those like ephemera packs or something, when there is a lot of images to cut out, these are the scissors for you. Now I use some embossing folder to give it a little bit extra texture to my background piece. But also, whenever I use the smudging technique or something, there's lots of moisture. Sometimes your paper could curl up a little bit or get some wrinkles. So sending it through the embossing folder will help you out to flatten it up. So if you do that, you will see instantly that you're not only having the texture, but your piece is basically back to be flat. And another thing you can do, if you're having this cutting plates, like die cutting plates, you can also put your paper in between them and then send it through your die cutting machine. However, if your plates are very worn up, like usually mine, this could leave a couple of the marks from the dies you were using. So if you want to do that, I would recommend you to place a piece of the copy paper on the front of your piece, and then just send it through. Now I'm gonna be gluing my flower, but before I wanted to add something extra, and for that I found this floral sizzle, which is like a florist, I don't know, grass, I think. You can buy them in a pack. They come in a variety of the colors, so it's something I like to add because it gives this a little bit like rustical vibe to my creation. Plus it's very lightweight, and it's just additional texture and some interest to my card as well. I'm placing this 3 layers of the flowers, and then I am separating them with a piece of the foam tape just to raise it up a little bit, give it additional dimension, and then I'm gonna be gluing some pearl in the center. I have couple different set of the pearls. Whenever I'm in a sewing store, or sometimes online you can find them, I always buy those buttons because I just love them. I love creating flowers, and flower centers is one of the favorite things I'm always like buying whenever I have the occasion. So now I'm gonna be doing some sentiment, and I've decided to use the sentiment which was provided in this free gift for the Simply Cards and Papercraft magazine. And then again, I'm following the theme with the gold embossing, and I am just sprinkle it with my powder. Initially I had the idea that I will fussy cut my sentiment around, just like I did with the flower composition, but once I was drying it, I just came to realization that it will be actually looking quite good if I will make it framed with the same like a twisted cord stamp, which I use on all 4 sides of my card. So I'm using my guillotine to very slightly trim it, just to fit the size, just to make sure it's looking good on my card. And then I will be proceeding with stamping all the borders. Now the first one I stamp, I did it under the slightly angle. It was a little bit wonky, so for that I was making sure that all remaining 4, I was twisting them very gently, given that 2 millimeters like twist to one side. So at the end, once I emboss all 4 sides, I then trim them very gently, and no one will ever see that I didn't do it straight from the beginning. So as you can see, I am just pouring the powder back again, making sure it's nice. And here you can see that they all kind of twist a little bit, but I don't mind. This is a handmade, and never ever don't feel bad about your mistake, because they only add to your cards. This is not the manufacturer product. We do everything with our hands, and those splashes, those smudges, those little happy mistakes, they only add the character and make every single one of our card to look one of a kind. So here I have my sentiment ready. I will back it up with the with some foam tape, and it will be ready to put on a card. In a second I will show you a couple of the close-up look for my cards, and that will be my card for today. Now I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to have a look on another video I've created for you with this tutorial recording, step-by-step video. And then lastly, but not least, I wanted to invite you to join me on this Sunday classes on the Craft Stash at 10 o'clock. Stay blessed, my friends. I hope you enjoy it, and wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.